Nobody can say I didn't try with my mom. I tried and I tried and I tried. As much as humanly possible. To the degree that any human being on earth who cared would be able to try. You understand? I tried and I tried and I tried. There's no saving her from her own mind. That's why she hits on paramedics and hits on the Comcast guy and who's the Comcast tech. You know what I mean? She wants to not be old. She wants to not be in a wheelchair. You have to use a walker. Incontinence. She wants everything that's not reality. She's unable to accept her reality, and I told you the writing was and she you won't give me any money. You know what? In her eyes, I won't give her any money. But if she says that and does, it's out of context. I want $50 to renew my license. We were supposed to do that in Massachusetts, and we had to wait a month to get an appointment, and by the time we got the appointment, you were fighting for your fucking life in the hospital. I want $1,000 to buy a car. I want $50 to renew my license. Well, first of all, if we are going to get you a license here, it requires Joe to take us. Or if we can get, you involved in free transportation again. But that takes time. Everything takes time. She belongs in a nursing facility, a nursing home. She won't let you say home. She accidentally says home and freaks out, but if you say home, I don't want to hear that word, I don't want to hear that word. You never say that word again, I won't talk to you. She needs to be in a nursing home for good. That's reality. But I could snap my fingers and make it happen. No, I couldn't. Okay? We spent 6+ weeks in the hotel, and we've been here a week and a half, okay? Believe me, I'm going as fast as I can to do everything. We just saw a brand new primary care physician, and it took weeks to get that appointment. And that primary care physician referred my mom to psychiatry, podiatry, neurology, and cardiology. All of it. All 9 yards. All kit caboodle. Referred her to everything and to get blood work because I insisted on blood work. And we were going to go to a walk-in for blood work. Tomorrow, in fact. So to the paramedics, I said, she was due to go to walk with my best friend. I don't drive. My best friend was going to take us tomorrow to get walk-in blood work. You need to do that. She's there. She's going to have an automatic CAT scan in the whole 9 yards anyway, because if you're on a blood thinner and you hit your head, what do you mean she hit your head? Oh, we'll get back to that. We'll get to that in a moment. She's okay. she's okay. But that doesn't mean anything because her mind, she doesn't want to be in the wheelchair, the walker. That's what I'm going to tell strangers. I'm going to tell the paramedics. People were here twice today, 2 different sets. Everyone has a different kind of dementia. People have dementia, but they're going to have different types. My mother hits on the paramedics, hits on the Comcast guy. Do you want to go out with me? Well, thank you for the offer, sweetie. You know, a lot of people want to give me a time of day, but no, you know, I mean, that's what she does. And you don't want me to have a boyfriend. You don't want me to drive. You won't give me, it's all lies. No, it's lies in the context of, I know she sees stuff on the TV. She wants a curling iron. I want to tell you guys straight out, point blank, okay? I'm not saying you can't have the fucking curling iron because I don't want you to spend the $30, $40 on it. You saw it you know, she watches those shows, Good Morning, and then it has the save, whatever that is, save, you know, those morning saved, whatever those things are, okay? It's not, she thinks if I won't let her have things because she's just delusional, and if I won't let her have things because I don't want to spend the money, it has nothing to do with that. I don't believe in curling irons. I think they're horrible for your hair, especially your 78-year-old hair, okay? But also, remember that Friends episode where they left the curling iron and it burned down Phoebe's apartment? My mother's delusional. She belongs in a nursing facility. And even they can't keep her safe 24/7. She's fallen numerous times in there. Not because she has a seizure, not because she faints, because her brain causes her to think she can do things she can't do. She's get it? I'm going to go live with my sister. You know what, Mom? Even churchwoman said, the sister would put her in a nursing home. Maybe to humor her when the sister visited her, she did say, because that's what people do, they lie, oh yeah, you can come live with me. If she ever went to live, not just with the sister, with anybody who I know is having her live alone, and then the sister has her own full life, her own job, her own love life, her own family, okay? My mother can't live alone, period. So she can say, everybody in Massachusetts knows about you. I don't give a fuck. They don't know They're clueless. Like Joe says, Joe believes in God and I don't, but right, I've never felt God. What I believe in, I believe I was born to be tormented. I believe. Even in some of the most insane ways imaginable. And my longtime friends and foes alike know to what I'm referring. Exactly. So fucked up. I said, never felt more old and attractive, broken, disillusioned, disheartened, just. So when I was blasting the music with my mom yesterday, even though And she'd been absolutely rotten the night before, and not, I'm sleeping with her, but it's one thing to get her up to go to pee with her, but she won't allow me to sleep in between and won't stop talking and whatever, and then also just not saying very nice things to me. But I I understand it's hard for her here, and she wanted her boombox, and she wanted her CDs, and I thought, didn't just find them all for her, 2 big boxes of them. No, no, no. I was helping her rearrange them. I was finding music that that I enjoyed listening to. It's not my type of music, but I love all music, or most music. You know what I mean? I could jam to the. In fact, I played on my MP3 player, my little mini speaker. I bought off Amazon when I went to Joe's and used his computer for other stuff, and I stayed on a little longer. I wanted to buy some songs, and one of them no, I'm sorry, I didn't get Play That Funky Music. I got Play That Funky Music on my computer here the day my mom and I were going to sit out on the porch, and we enjoyed ourselves, and and then 2 days later we're blasting her CD and her boombox in here and blasting it loud, and yeah, I'm dancing around or whatever. Because it's kind of like the last hurrah. I know the writing's on the wall. My mother has not been behaving right in any fucking universe. As in, right in the head, But nobody watches her every split second, including in the nursing facility. In the nursing home. Been trained to not say home. The nursing home, okay? Nursing home. No, in Massachusetts 5 weeks, and should have been there longer. And she would have had VNA, her 2 months of VNA after that, had she not had all that happen when we were in the middle of selling our home. It was just pure chance. Give me your man. I'm right there beside her to get up with her. And she doesn't wake me up because she doesn't want to be dependent on me, okay? She needs to be in the nursing facility, but even in the nursing facility, she got approved to toilet herself. They didn't stay with her every split second in any fucking universe. Do you understand me? They didn't in John Scott. They didn't in Sipican. Oh, now we know where she's. Who cares? Do you see that matters? Because we don't live there anymore. It doesn't matter if you know where she stayed. It doesn't matter. It's not everywhere she stayed. The whole point is, the other ones she stayed, she's fallen numerous times in them, okay? She's fallen in them. But they approved her to toilet herself. I.e., she toilets herself here, and I don't watch her every split second. She has her walker in there. I don't watch her every split second that she's brushing her teeth and washing her face. I didn't back in Massachusetts, and I don't here. She also stands up to wipe herself. And when she stands up to wipe herself, is she holding on to any grab bars? No. Even when I'm in there with her and she's wiping herself, she's not holding on to anything. Nothing's going to be 100% perfect, no matter where you are, except in a hospital setting, not even a nursing facility setting, a hospital setting. Are they going to watch you every goddamn fucking split second, okay? I've done as much as humanly possible to save my mother. As much as humanly possible, okay? And when she's clearly being unsafe, of course I'm going to get upset with her. So she can say X, Y, and Z because, again, she wants to pretend everything is fine with her. It's your fault I fell in the bathroom. You weren't in here with me. I'm never in there with you, Mama. Any more than they were in the nursing facility. You do things on your own. You want your own independence, and that's why you're defiant and trying to get up out of the bed instead of asking for my help. So that landed you safely, me gliding you to the floor, but I can't get you up, but it took hours, so then she's weak and she hasn't eaten, but she had to pee. She told me before she had to pee. Okay? She fell in the fucking bathroom. She hit her head. Even after, and of course I'm calling 911 again. We can't get her up anyway, and this time she's injured and I won't risk it. It's different if I glided you out of the bed than I didn't witness you falling in our bathroom. How did you do that? I don't know. I didn't witness it. The fact is, she fell in the bathroom. She had her walker there to steady her. She also has the counter that's super, because we don't have grab bars. Okay? Everything can't be perfect. We bought this new home, but it's small enough that she hoists herself up with the totally sturdy, sink. But the fact is, she probably felt weak. Who knows? The fact is, she was an accident waiting to happen. Look what I told you she did the other day while I was sleeping, because I can't get up with her when she feels like getting up at before 6 a.m. I'll get her. I can't be expected to do that. Okay? I can't stop her from getting up. I can't force her to stay in the bed. And if she does stay in the bed, she's going to make noise and not let me sleep. And if I don't sleep, I can't function. I'll end up hospitalized. So the two that came here without an ambulance just to hoist her up, because I said it's not an emergency. You should take her because of her mind, but I know you're not going to take her against her will. Just help her up. They left. They were gone a few minutes. That's all. I got her to the bathroom because, again, she had told me earlier, I have to pee. She hadn't peed all morning. I had told her, I had put mats down when she's just not well, okay? She's not well. She belongs in a nursing home. And that's reality. It's sad. It's heartbreaking. But it's reality, and it needs to happen, period. Early this morning at 6 o'clock, she was trying to get up. Okay? She has to, if she says my name, I'll hear her. I was in earplugs, but right beside her. You think I don't hear her singing, pass the mat? No, I do. But if she's just silently trying to stretch out on the bed and reach for her wheelchair like she did 3 times the night before, she gets all, haughty. She's like, I can do this. I can function for myself. I can live alone. I can live with my sister. I'm going to go live with God. Good, do it, because you won't. You won't, Mom. And I wouldn't let anybody do that. I would report them in a split second. I'm here 24/7 with her, but I'm not with her every frickin' second. Nobody would be, okay? Like I said, I said not, I don't know if you call it sarcastic, but I said when they were leaving, I'm like, I guess, well, we found this out, we can't leave her in the bathroom alone for a split second anymore, and she's gonna hate that. But she stands up to wipe herself defiantly, okay, when I tell her not to. She stands up to wipe herself defiantly when she's safely sitting on the toilet, okay, and I have to go get her walker. This is reality. The wheelchair, we learned, can get into the bathroom. I get her safely on the toilet. In my ideal world, she would never be standing up and balancing and wiping herself. But you can't fucking stop her, okay? She does it anyway, and I come in there, I'm like, Mom, why are you doing that? You should have called me to help you. Call me to help you. I walk away to give you privacy while you're sitting there and pissing or shitting or whatever, and you're supposed to call me, and you're not supposed to, but she's going to do it anyway. She wants to be independent. She wants to be independent. I want to be as hands-on as possible. So now, I can't leave her for a split second. But really, she should be in the hospital, and if they're going to listen to me, probably not. She never had her VNA. She should be sent for rehab. But will they? Probably not. I mean, we're in a new state. I have no idea how this state is. Probably won't. I won't do anything. But this is all going to be noted. Okay? Dr. Wednesday looked at me like, why don't you know why your mom's on Aliquis? Because when my mom's fighting for her life and she's had so many things wrong with her and they put her on everything under the sun and they invoke the healthcare proxy, they don't bother to tell me why they put her on anything. I don't know why she's on Eliquis. Eliquis is a blood thinner. But a split second, like a few minutes after they left, they got her up. They didn't take her because they're not going to take her against her will. Even though I told 911, they should take her because she's like someone on PCP, thinks they can fly, thinks she can do all this stuff she can't do, and she tries to do it anyway. And I hear this crash in the bathroom. And to tell you how she is, even when she's on the floor there, okay? And I walked away again because she's trying to crawl. We had already had the hours early where we know she can't get up, but she's still trying to crawl out of the bathroom after telling me she'd hit her head and got injured, okay? She belongs in a facility. And even they're not going to be able to keep her safe. How do I get her into a good one? I can't get her into a good one through when I don't know. It has to be through her insurance or Medicare and secondary Med-X. We know that. We're not rich. I can pay extra to maybe get her some kind of, I don't know. What I do know is it needed to happen here. But again, I didn't force her to come here against her will. I wouldn't have been able to. Okay? But the situation back in Massachusetts was not sustainable. I can't have no life at all. Like I just told the paramedics here, I'm working on, we just been here a week and a half, I've been working on getting her into, adult daycare even just once a week just so I can have some kind of life. Okay, and then I explained, like, I don't drive, is the hospital even going to call me, or, they don't. Even this today, her slipping out of the bed. See, she did it 3 times yesterday on her own, just like the other day she walked on her own and she thinks God has healed her and she could do it again. That's like somebody on PCP who thinks they can fly. You just because you can do it once doesn't mean you'll be able to do it every time. You were lucky, just like today, you were lucky that you didn't fucking smash your head in the bathroom, that you didn't. Needed to happen though because she's okay. You see, it could have easily been with her walking the other day, and then she fell. We have all hard fluids. It's not even a rug, but even a rug. It was a rug back in Massachusetts, but she fell and broke her hip for the same goddamn reason. Where she's careless and thinks she can stay up all night like a young girl and just be careless because she doesn't want to face her reality. She doesn't want to accept that she can't walk. She wants God to heal her. She's pissed off. She says, so-and-so broke their hip and they're walking. Why am I not walking? Why didn't God heal me? It's going to be a hell of a lot easier for me to do it now, isn't it? Than it would have been if nothing bad had happened. It's not going to make it any easier in my head, you know what I mean? But there's nothing I can do. I fought for her. She's continuously putting her life in danger. We have to get her into a place that will keep her as safe as possible and where I will regularly visit her. That's why we can never have it in Massachusetts.